Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore. This is Cultist Simulator, and look at our table, man. Look at all this stuff we have. We're actually getting stuff done. Probably won't last. Alright, paints. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Grey Dawn oil. See what happens. Who knows, maybe lightning will strike twice. Alright, so this has 3 requirements. Our expedition plans for the next challenge, blah blah blah. There is the 5th Eye Curse, which is Winter and Heart. We need Forge and Knock for the door, and we need, of course, Edge to deal with the Watchers. So, we do have plenty of Heart, so that's not too much of an issue. So let's go ahead and get the Forge going. That's going to be first, is the door. The curse is going to be last. I see the mistakes, but I also see the end. That which does not seize is not seized. This is a tier 3 heart lore. A waking chant. Who could hear this and remain unmoved? The sleeping, the dead, the earth, and the sky. You can use this with a Bison tincture and a meteoric bullet or other resources of equal power to summon a percussagant. So yeah, a lot of these things will actually tell you little tricks you can do. You don't have to use these exact materials, but you have to essentially use... It's telling you to use 4 edge, and then whatever the tincture is, which I think it's 8. And then use it with this 6, and you can summon something of that. Well, essentially summon a percussagant. Alright. Let's go ahead and do some translations. Actually, I'm going to do this just in case. I'm going to read some sentimental literature. Because, you know, I'm a sentimental guy. A worthy medium. What am I doing? What have I done? This will break someone's heart. Perhaps everyone's. Finished. Alright, looks like we're not going to be getting any painting from that. Magnificent work. I've created something both distinctive and beautiful. It will likely enhance my reputation. Oh, the Watchers are first. I was not expecting that. Alright, well, we'll take care of that first. Alright, so this time, I may yet earn a living from this, but nothing is certain. It is possible to do sort of a painting build, and kind of work from there. But you have to be careful because fascination's a thing. A big thing, in fact. Alright. But we ended up getting about 3 funds. And as you can see, I got a whole lot of other stuff as well. So I actually only got 2 glimmerings of that. But that's fine, because we're about to get a 6th, and we can use that to max out our painting skill. Alright, so in the meantime, we got a bunch of stuff we need to deal with. Currently we're working, so... I'm trying to think. A bit of winter. Alright, I have enough dread and contentment to get rid of most of this stuff. assuming I don't run out of time. Winter plus that. Summon a creature of smoky deception. Forged for the smoky spirit's summoning. Winter for its binding. I must know who will rule it. So, I use the Manus Imperative for 8 Forge. I'm using the Icy Atmosphere for 6 Winter, and I have 2 Knock here. I'm just trying to do what I can to minimize the amount of dread I'm about to get. Yeah, especially since Bleak Thoughts just happened. Alright. There's not much I can do about it. So I'm gonna do this. And get that contentment going. Alright, expedition continues. Next will be the door. Alright, evidence is up. I'll try to get rid of it. Feed my imagination, fiercest. Sooner murder an infant in its cradle than nurse unacted desires. Pick up on the Forge of Days. Yep, we'll shadow the warded door. Alright, now we need to get some heart, or else we're gonna get cursed. There's our next dread. And I'm not going to be able to delay it in time. Not all the Forge's children are bright. It's offcuts and its bastards gather in the bounds like hammer scale in the cracks of the smithy floor. Here comes one now. At the corners of the forge, in the bounds of the mantis, the glory's fire meets baser elements. Here is the cunning vapor to infect your enemy's dreams. Deceiver, if this breaks free, it may try to drive you or your followers to insanity. It has 8 forge, 8 moth. So if he fails at getting rid of the evidence, I can use this Caligan. So that's his name. I'll be sure to update my notes with that, if I remember. Alright. Anything else I can possibly summon? Passion's Gear, Minor. Okay, I can't do anything with that. So this is Passion's Gear, Major. As below, as above, passion and reason contend in the human soul as the wood engulfs the glory's light. This ecstatic practice will transform reason to passion, but it may get out of hand. Yeah, I don't want to use that. So that's a way to convert passion and reason. There's of course the opposite if you ever need it. Smoky Deception. Summon Mighty Creature of the Forge of Days. Oh, that's a... Oh, it's an... Oh, this is not a tool, it's actually an ingredient, so it's a one use. So, okay, so I just don't have enough, I don't have enough oomph to make this work. I could summon another Smoky Deception, but that's not going to help me. Okay. Well, with that in mind... I'm just gonna do... We'll do a commission. Alright, so to delay that despair, what I can do is I can do this, and I'll keep it from being yanked into the magnet. Alright, let's see if I can get rid of the evidence. I did. Okay, so we're good to go. We're probably gonna get that evidence right back, but that's fine. And another time I would have been a seer or a heretic. Alright, so more passion. More passion than we know what to do with. Alright. I can use 8 glimmering to gain more passion. My skull rots with my skull roils with visions. Alright. As for what I'm gonna study next, let's translate some Latin, shall we? Very substantial. Rank 6 requires ranks level 6 in Lantern. Supplies are low, so we actually need to spend funding here. Remember, it takes 1 coin per obstacle, and this one actually has 3 obstacles, so the 2 coins were spent, and so we need to pay another. Which is kind of bad, because I might not have enough to deal with the curse now. Sorry, I was a little confused. I was looking from where my 4th health was at. That opium go it. Take all the opium. we carry enough heart aspect to quell the curse? Probably. We call upon the ring you, who is renewed. We are strong enough in the heart to be secure against the curse. So we're safe now. Alright, adversary did not succeed with the notoriety, but it's still around. Some of the other things that can possibly happen is if they really screw up, they can actually lose the notoriety. And so they literally lose the clues. Alright, we're gonna be having a little bit of trouble here. This book. Their endeavor was no less noble, a furious arcane conflagration which could refine them into something more than human, but such transformations are rare, and they often ended less nobly in ashes rather. Okay, the fascination's gone. Got some contentment, so that'll help there. Got a moth aspect, which is not good, because that's going to give me restlessness. Alright, I need to get rid of that restlessness, so I'm going to go ahead and do what I can about that right now. Actually, if I do that, it's not going to help. Yeah, it won't help. As long as I keep the opiums coming, that should be fine. In the meantime... Oh right, we need the stack door still. I don't think I have an do I have an answer for the riddle now? I might, actually. Not the answer. Not the answer. Definitely not the answer. Not the answer. Not yet. We don't have good enough answer yet. That's fine. We'll just go back to normal dreaming then. As for my work... Can't do anything with those. You know what? Why not? Let's paint. We'll use this rose pearl dust to possibly make another painting. Got those. Alright. Alright. We're almost done with that. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our Callagane, which is a bit disappointing. Another restlessness. Patriots claims to have identified consistent features among those who ascended. All of them had passed the stag door and were accounted no. All of them spoke the Khalidate invocation or a greater rite at the start of their ascension, and all of them were rich. So yeah, those are all tips. You have to have money. You have to have money to even get anywhere in this game. I kind of wish there are other ways to get money. Some are a lot more risky. For example, you can send a forge aspect cultist to like go and craft some stuff that are of questionable legality, and that can get you some money. You can also send people that murder, steal, kidnap, etc. This volume deals mostly with the Lionsmith, the Tribune of Scars, and their enmity. Yep, there goes my summon. And oh good, we got a painting. Yep, so we'll be getting a painting out of that. And since we worked on Lantern, we're gonna get a Lantern thingy here. Alright, so we got the Sister and the Witch. She has been a pair of funeral birds, but here she is as she would wish she has been a pair of funeral birds, but here she is as she would wish to drown. Alright, so that's our next painting. Good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and summon another one of these just to get rid of a, or I can do Restlessness. Actually, Restlessness might work. Yeah, we'll do Restlessness. Is there anything I can use with Heart? This is Lantern, Forge. Nope, not good enough. What else could I use instead of Lantern? Edge and Winter? Sun and Rags, but not high enough. What else can I do? Those are my only options. Alright, let's go ahead and summon another Lantern thingy. This will get rid of a Dread, and we can definitely use with getting rid of some Dread at this point. Also give us a spare hint. Alright, good news is we're gonna get Contentment. Rain is coming, but the right kind of rain. I dreamt of rain, whispering in the eaves, tapping on the windows like an old friend, hissing prigishly in the chimney. It's difficult to be unhappy in the right kind of rain. We got that going for us. Nothing remains to borrow away. Search the cellar first, then the upper rooms. We don't want to be trapped. On the topmost floor is the altar to the sun divided, which could be one of many hours. Sweep the items that there displayed into a carpet bag, and let's make haste into the back streets. Consecrated lintel. This is the skull of a door, through which power has passed. This is a tool that has 8 knock on it. That's actually pretty impressive. And then the other thing's a book. The Magus von Brandt's authentic and unique account of the true tongue of the true holy land of the Highmost. Written excitably and in some haste by a gentleman in the grip of the transcendentalist enthusiasm, but nonetheless a useful guide to Aramaic. So this is actually a book that teaches you Aramaic, which we actually don't need. Pulsing Aura. This is a heart. Rising power of reassuring energy can be used to summon minions. Probably going to turn into something I don't want. Alright, we've done all of the Shires. Now we get to do the continent. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do an exploration right now. These stories have been forbidden. Are the ones. Sorry, those stories that have been forbidden are the ones most apt for us to read. William Gore. Uncover locations in the land beyond forest. So we'll get that going. Alright. We might be able to get rid of that dread without any issues now. The Lionsmith makes monsters to defeat the Tribune, but the scars of the Tribune are each a weapon. A knife secret. Okay, that actually takes care of the majority of our studying, which is good. Question is what do I go for next? I would like to get my moth as high as possible. Get that Law of the Wood going. Alright, we summoned a second hint. Yes, you can have more than one. Next, I want to go ahead and work on... That's right, I can't go. I have to have, I keep trying to do that, but I haven't gone through the stack door yet. What else can we work on? There's not really any serious painting I need to do. Let's try... So this is Edge again. Alright, so this is with Edge, Lock, or Knock, and Heart. The Percussing Merciless and Merry. Heart will bring it, Edge will constrain it. We'll get that summon out of the way. So we were in a little bit of danger from all the dread, but it looks like we stabilized. This place merits closer investigation. Tower Rivek. The blasted stump of a building, the air festers. Whatever power destroyed this place still clings. Only one floor remains above ground, but we suspect more space below. In the land beyond the forest, misty passes in remote villages where the world's skin is thin. Alright, let's begin. We'll send 2 hints. Because that's ridiculous. The door to the painted chamber of Vandershoff Collection is locked and boarded. The building is said to be haunted by flowers. Expedition needs at least one, blah 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 blah. Let's go. Erudition, fleeting memory. Alright, so warded door. We need Heart or Winter to get through the curse. So we'll start with the warded door. Needs forge or knock. First the thump thump, the rattle, and the cry of the ceremonies it attends in the wood. Now here it is, shouldering its way through the world's skin like a clawed and ruthless uncle or a headless flapping bear. Percussicant. The percussicant, it loves the sistrum shiver. It loves the thrum of the tympanos. It recalls with fondness the flaying of the Marcius, and so it will not stop dancing. Edge and heart. It's quite the beast. Speak with something I have summoned. So I'm just going to do this to delay his timer. Unfortunately, there's not much a summon can do besides kill people. And summons will not work against Connie Lee. Alright, so we got that taken care of. It looks like we're in pretty good shape now. So in the meantime, we're just gonna go ahead and get that going. Expedition continues. We need heart. Nothing. My words cease like sand in glass. Just keep the talking going. Okay. Same thing, curses, just like the curse before. Making a little bit of money here and there, just to make sure we don't run out. And that's our third requirement, so we'll be able to get the pieces fit. So we'll be able to combine this into a next tier moth thing. We need 21 in moth to promote people to something greater. Which we have 4, 12, 17 at the moment. So let's just start. Alright, curse shrivels, not a big deal. Oh, you know what I didn't try? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that this, this rank 10 over here that I forgot about, wasn't the answer. Got a vitality from that, okay. Fleeting memory. We're sick again, not a big deal. Treasure lies before us. Our power is stronger than blah blah blah. Okay, we know about that. Alright. Moldy warp admonitions. Moldy Warp keeps her crown in the moss and her feet in the dirt, and the tree's locked jaw tight. Moldy Warp has these warnings for you. Not the answer. Alright. Getting there. Alright, any studies I can do right now? We're about to get more books, so I think I'll wait. And we just got some tentative evidence. I don't suppose you can do anything with it? No. In the Painted Chamber, the walls of the Painted Chamber carry scenes of war from all the major histories. Vienna falling to the worms, the sovereigns of the leashed flame, burning the martyred soldiers of the Knot Sisterhood, the meeting of Alexander and the Shadowless King. Along one wall a shelf is stuffed with junk and curiosities. Do something about this evidence, please. Thanks. Ah, so much stuff. A book of pressed flowers emanating a peculiar scent, 3 elderly Baedekers, a collection of butterflies painted black and white, and the real treasure, an oddity in a glass case and a little cloisoned coffer of curiosities. The Thirsting Tantra, C.G. Burial, the Temperance Campaigner, published elements of this in a pamphlet which had to be drawn and destroyed after it became too popular. That going. Martensite Paste. It's a sacred chrism of the sword, also an attractive silver grain. Paradoxical Curio. Sometimes it is hard to be sure if an era slew the Empress Herodias or the Empress Eudokia. Sometimes it is possible that an Ormolu clock was stolen in the sack of Vienna even as it rested safe in the vaults of Rome. So this is a tool that actually gives histories, which is, I don't think is actually that useful. Jumble? Old clothes near worthless accessories. It might pick up a few pennies somewhere, but it's little use to me. So stuff to sell. And we got some money. Also, we just found a rattling in the soul. Oh, the friends that we played and the skins that we made. Still they drive us. A 6th order influence. So, that would be useful if it was just a little bit higher. If it was just too higher, I could actually use that to promote someone to an exalt. Anyway. Let's go on some expeditions. Let's go on this one next. This time we're going to take a different combination. We're going to take this hint and this percussicant. So that'll give us 16 edge, 8 lantern, 8 heart. Fermier Abbey folded into the forest like a jewel box smuggled in a green robe. If we can make it through the forest, we'll still have to face the monks. I'm pretty sure we can handle the monks. And we're going to let this hint probably expire. I could send it after Connie Lee, I guess, and see what happens. Alright, so this one's going to have 2 events. There's the monks. Contemplators blessed or condemned to service here. They're bound by their curious vows. We can murder them, deceive them, but they will not be seduced. Peril prowled forest. Long ago, the primal trees marched from sea to sea. Some traces of their reign still survive, like this dense and choking territory of root and thorn. The practicalities of forge or the mysteries of moth may see us through. We'll do forge. More restlessness, that's a bit annoying. Okay, we have 3 restlessness right now. That's not a good situation to be in. Axe and lamp. The force enfolds us, but we are practical souls, strong and forge. We'll probably be fine. Steel and fire. Forge is ingenious. Forge is ruthless. We'll make it through. Alright. Just seeing what my combinations are real quick. Nope, not enough. Is there anything else I can do with moth? Not really. Not enough in that. Nope, nothing good. Alright, well... I can paint. Let's paint. Esoteric art, and we'll use this paste for the paint. Alright, minion returned. Action destroyed the evidence. Perfect. I am stuck. Yeah, I'm actually stuck. Give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. So I think what happened was this thing popped. I accidentally double-clicked this and it did something weird with the menu, and I couldn't get out of it. So it froze me. So I just backed out to the main menu and continued again. Alright, that's translated. Of course, now all my stuff's gonna return to the wrong places. That's okay. A disquisition of the many varieties of thirst, their uses, and their effects. Also, we need to actually provide paint here. There we go. So I'm doing a painting of some lore. That's 10 ranks of edge, and then another 4 ranks of this pigment. And I put all my passion into it. So hopefully that'll get us another painting. Alright, so yeah, we're in a little bit of danger, to say the least. Right now we have 3 restlessness sitting around, and we're getting hit with dread right now. So all I can really do is hope I can get some of this, these tinctures of opium to do their thing. Finished, and yep, we're gonna get a painting. Something unique, that's fine. Expedition continues, that's fine. We are literally in no danger at the monks, so that should be it for that. Made something unique. Colonel and Lionsmith, since Isis have they striven so. So 8 in edge. So these paintings are definitely super useful because they do get you extra, essentially more power in that particular lore or aspect. All right. Yeah, so my passion just got exhausted, but all over the place. So we're gonna fix that as best as I can. There we go. Rousing in the air. This is a rank 6 order thingamajig. Got a bunch. We got 1 contentment that we can play around with. Alright, well, it's something. In the meantime, let's go ahead and just... I don't really want to do another rite at the moment. I don't need to. Alright, so we got another contentment. We can use some of our contentment right now to get rid of some of this dread. Doesn't really matter which one we get rid of, to be honest. We just gotta make sure we don't get 3 dread, or else we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Okay, good, I grabbed the contentment. So that actually should fix all my issues. The Tantra describes how the satisfaction of thirst may allow a mortal to rise into the surface of the thirsting power, but warns of the consequences of rejecting those rare thirsts for common ones. A man who thirsts, O mighty one, whose mind clings to actions in this world, will return to this world of action from that other place. So we got the rite of the seas of feasting. So we got a new rite. And we just got a tier 4 Grail. Raucous shrieks attend the passage of the names of the Grail. We reproduce them as best as they can for the pulsing power they lend. Use this with a tincture and a moth influence to summon a raw prophet. Good stuff. Fortunately, I'm running out of good places to put things. You know what? We'll just move these over here. I'll give this a little bit more room to play with. Alright, so now we're in a lot better shape. I believe that this Theac invocation might be a way to solve the riddle. We'll see. Our strength is irresistible. Yeah, we have 16 edge. We're good to go. Also, we can study, but there's literally nothing for me to study at the moment. Actually, there is things we can study. Just a question of which one I want to study right now. Let's do the Forge, because we're probably going to need to do that. Okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, we should be fine now. Alright. In that case, let's go ahead and do the stack doors riddle. Not the answer. Okay. Well, it's something. We're trying. We're trying to work with what we got. Alright, so Dread has faded away, so the Despair has faded away. The Dread won't do anything to us for the time being, and will hopefully expire. We have tons of notoriety. That's fine. Their bodies lay in robed huddles, each indistinguishable from the next. Step over and move on. Like a true hero. Alright. So... Let's take a look at that new rite we got. This thing takes an offering of ingredient, uses an instrument and an invocation. Alright, that gets me a percussant. So if I do heart, edge and heart, I get percussant. If I do edge and lantern, I get a hint. If I got winter and forge, I get a smoky spirit. What if I did Grail and Moth? Summon one of the bewildering creatures of the Red Grail. Grail for the raw profit source, and a little moth for its chaos addiction. So yeah, we'll use a fleeting memory. Let's see what this gives us. Beneath the bows. The monks and their miseries lie behind us. Here's their chapel courtyard. A great yew rises beside a granite altar littered with a sarcophagus. What's within? The space inside the altar is filled with broken cups, everyone painted red, everyone scrawled with vile graffiti and otherwise befouled. The monks must have had great ceremonies of detestation and kept the remains as trophies. Buried among the cup corpses are other treasures. Silver Spentria, or Spentria. Hey, the texture that was mentioned before. This is actually a paint as well. The profound purple worn in only histories, where Tyrian dye was not rich enough for emperors. It is difficult to bar entry to one wearing this color. And then we have against the sisterhood of the knot and the foulness of the depraved customs. Hieronymus, pseudo hyper neuro Tommakas wrote this furious screed about the sinister influence of the Sisterhood on his own Church of the Unconquered Sun. Alright, I want to see what our summon result will be before I do anything else. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through that. Can't solve the riddle yet. Problem. Okay, summoning a rebellious spirit. The summoning is struggling against my control. I could use reason to dismiss it safely, which is always reliable. I could try to reassert control with passion, which is not reliable. Or I could let what will happen happen. So that's a raw prophet. 8 Grail, 8 Moth. Something it divides, sometimes it unites, sometimes she speaks words of warning, sometimes he advises on appetite. Its prophecies are confusions, their whispers confound. Yeah, we're gonna banish that. Sending it home. Pronounce the words of dismissal, seal the circle tight, erase every trace. Okay, so we're not gonna get anything from that. Which is fine. We just got a fascination, that's not so fine, but that's okay. Let's keep going down these things. Oop. I'll send my summoned minions to do the job. The remote and rotting chateau of the Comte de Reveline was looted long ago. We have found hints that it was not looted thoroughly enough. There may be a secret room. Equally, there may be a curse. So we're gonna probably end up blowing open a door or something. All good. I need a glimmering. I don't have a glimmering. Oh, I do have a glimmering. I lied. I am all sorts of lies right now. Alright, so there's a door that requires... a hidden door can be found with lantern or knock, so we got that taken care of. And we need heart or lantern to suppress the curse. So... that'll take care of the lantern. And the next thing I place will take care of the heart. Oh, actually, we don't... it's heart or lantern, so literally all I need to do is put this disciple there, and I'll take care of the entire thing. Alright, it's gone. We're safe. That's good. Rather not die today. You know what? Let's get rid of that fascination. Alright, and while that's going on, I believe I have some painting to do. Portrait of you. Call upon the watchman who illuminates. That's fine. And we actually don't need anything else because the lantern will take care of everything. So we're good to go on that front. Yeah, we definitely find this hidden door. That's fine. Okay, yep, we got something unique. So that takes care of that. Dread's been taken care of. Should be fine for the time being. Alright. We now got another painting. The mother of ants. Even in the days of Elam, she has begun to appear thus. So, I already have, now I could sell this for a bunch of money, but we don't really need the money. But, we got 4 paintings so far. 8. Alright, next. What do we want to mess with? Raw Prophet, Crucible. I would like to do a Maid in the Mirror, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off, at least not now. What if we do knock? Simple fracture with Heart. Winter. Summon one of the voiceless dead. These are the dead who do not descend or ascend, but who remain in the mantis and dream of winter. The power of winter, along with a little of the heart's warmth, will draw them here. Most of these summons I've never done before, so I'm just seeing what it does. We're good to go. We of course have tons of notoriety. We're bad people. Proper words must be employed with the change when the change comes. Use this with knock influence and a bone flute, and you can summon a Caligain, which I believe we summoned before. Yeah, that's the smoky spirit. Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms and the spring that consumes. A shaping chant. Alright, so we got that going for us. I'm gonna try the Stack Doors riddle again just to see if it's an answer. This is not the answer. Alright, well I tried. Let's go ahead and translate this. We call upon the Colonel who cannot be denied. And once again we got a Rebellious Spirit. But it does let me look at this. Okay, this one's not particularly powerful. Sometimes the dead enter the mantis by the white door, and at its threshold they lay down their power of speech forever. Call them back to the world and they will have no voice, but their skins of dust are yours to command. 6 moth, 6 winter. We'll just send it home. I just wanted to see its stats. Alright, looks like she didn't find anything this time, so that's good. Here Nimus claims that the power served by the Sisterhood of the Knot made him ragement. The Thunderskin loved the Yew, and the Grail destroyed him. As restitution for the destruction of the Axe's loved ones, Hieronymus's writings became incoherent with rage at this point. You don't say. Getting some contentment just so I can get rid of that despair. Childhood's end. Behind a rotting tapestry of wolves hunting men, a paneled wall. In the paneled wall, a secret door. The spring is long gone, of course. We had to smash it in with hammers. The last treasures of the Comte de la Reveline lie here in a surprisingly airy room. High skylight windows have long since broken, and the floor is lost underneath leaves and debris. But once the place was furnished as a nursery, here is a cradle with the skeleton of a puppy. The Iron Book. Right. A manual of Ordo Limiae, an order of quasi-immortals who maintain a secret enclave at the source of the river Limia in the Roman province of Hispania Galicia. Written in Fucine, a people lived east of the Lost Lake Fucino forest warned that theirs was the land of witches. This was their language, called by some the dry tongue, by others the tongue of witches. So this is a language we do not know. Chion at Abydos, a play dealing with the 9-year-old sojourn of a snow goddess in the Thracian city of Abydos by Apollo Fireweaver. It enjoyed success in London in its 1892 edition when it was republished from apparently an older Greek text. So this is in English, that's nice. And Amaranthine nectar, one of the flower maker's many gifts. In a brighter age, it might have bestowed immortality, and this blighted history is still an unparalleled sweetness. So this is not a paint, this is just one of those spare ingredients. Alright. I don't suppose if I did, I don't know, something like this. Sharp edge lantern thingy. Nope, that just gives me a hint. What if I did this instead? Still a sharp edge lantern thingy. This literally can just summon a Thunderskin by itself. I see. Alright, well it was a nice try. Okay, our next exploration is going to be Orthos Woods. I like how I can set the leader to be a hint. Like, I don't think that can make any sort of sense at this point. Our money is steadily going down, not a big deal. In the black heart of Orthos Wood, we might find the tree where the masked crow met its peers, but the forest itself is a peril, and the cannibal clans who live there are another. So we'll definitely need the edge, which will be fine. Besides all that, we'll just keep exercising. And I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Cultist Simulator. See you guys later.